Hi, this is Steve Gladys back here at the George Mason Enterprise Center for Steve Gladys Leadership Partners. Thanks for coming back. Again, we're talking about WriteType, personality types and writing styles, why that matters in business. Well, we're going to talk today about STs. These are sensors and thinkers. They have a good sense of data, and they're very logical when they write. We call these writers technical writers in general. So let me tell you a little bit about them. First of all, let me describe them for you. Technical writers are good with statistics. They love data. They're wonderful at collecting and verifying data. Very good with reliable data. For them, they like to verify your data. They like to make sure that the information is correct. They pride themselves on the source of their data. They're good with order. They're good with precision. So think of them as being really good with detail. Really good with detail. And order. So that's kind of how they are. If you find them as personalities around the place, you'll find them, those sorts of personalities, and you're going to find them in certain places. So where do you find them? So one of the places you find STs is in accounting. Think about what accounting is all about. It's about putting numbers in boxes, making sure that things add up, and so forth and so on. By the way, you don't want me as your accountant. I'm a very different personality type than that. You might want somebody who's really good with detail, who can keep things in order. So you find them as accountants. Sometimes you find them among lawyers. Certain kinds of lawyers are really good at piecing bits and pieces together. You find them among FBI agents of types. They tend to put cases together. Investigators tend to be good with details, molding a case from the bottom up, detail by detail by detail. Think of CSI going in with all those little details that they do to find the murderer, if you will. Very good with detail. You find them as engineers, oftentimes. You find them as programmers in high-tech arenas. What about their writing? When they write, if you ask STs, what is good writing? If you just ask that question, this is the answer that almost every ST will give you. They'll say that writing should be clear, concise, and to the point. And that clear, concise, to the point is specifically the way they write and they think. And what we all think as writers is we think everybody writes like us, which is one of the misnomers and one of the misconceptions in writing. Everybody doesn't write like us. We write very differently. Just the same as we dress differently, or we order different kinds of coffee at Starbucks. The same is true of writing. But they will say that writing is clear, should be clear, concise, and to the point. Their writing is very sparse in that when they write something, usually it's only, if it's descriptive, it's usually very, very short. It's very much to the point. No wasted words. They don't like a lot of fluff, a lot of wasted words. And it's very tactical in nature. It's very, it gets the job done without a lot of fuss. How do you write for them? Listen, if you're a writer and you're writing something for an ST, make sure that you trim your writing back. Make sure you make it clear, concise, to the point. Remember, that's what they want. So give it to them. That's the language they understand. If you're not, by nature, a very clear, concise person, find somebody else to act as a filter with them, somebody who's like them in personality, so that you can give it to them and say, hey, critique this for me before I send it forward. It's the easiest way to protect yourself, especially in a new job. Find somebody who communicates well with them and run your writing through them until you get that pattern down. This is Steve Gladys. We're talking about STs, the technical writers. Join us again when we talk more about WriteType in our next video. Thanks very much, and we appreciate you being here.